Welcome to another miscellaneous Nonsense Force production. A few years ago, I built this roughly 1 to 10 scale model of a 1930s Morgan Supersports, a three-wheeled British roadster with the intent of creating a more durable, more realistic radio control car following an earlier attempt. I did record and post some footage, but the video quality was poor, and I want to document it again since I am planning to take it apart soon. Let me address the elephant in the room right off the bat. I am usually a LEGO purist, as I mentioned in the RF-16 video, but this model does not even attempt to stay purist, mainly to overcome the significant limitations of the power function system. The battery, controller, and steering servo are a hodgepodge of old RC equipment, though the main drive motor remains a LEGO buggy motor, which synergizes well with the layout of the prototype. I chose to build this model with conventional radio control equipment for multiple reasons. One, the buggy motor has a stall current greater than the maximum output of the PF v2 receiver. Two, RC transmitters and receivers have much greater input-output granularity than either of their power functions equivalents, as well as a much more intuitive control scheme. 3. PF communicates using infrared, which needs line of sight and has only very limited range, especially outdoors. Due to its age and the need to integrate RC components, the Morgan does contain a few questionable building techniques that I would probably not implement today. The worst offenders are the steering link and guide. The former is a brick assembly held together by a gear rack, and the latter is a couple plates studded into a Technic triangle. The model also has all-wheel independent suspension and takes advantage of some old Technic parts to make details like the windshield and the engine. Furthermore, I did not fill out the model as I wanted to capture the feel of an 80s or 90s Technic set using plate and beam construction and brick-built greebles. I did try to pin critical features and limit the number of studded greebles to enhance the model's durability. The latter turned out to be a major liability on my previous LEGO RC car attempt. Nonetheless, the sparseness of the construction makes the car very light, especially for how much power it has. That high power to weight ratio makes the car very fast. And I mean very fast. The buggy motor makes almost 5 watts of mechanical power at 9 volts, and it has a direct drive to the rear wheel, so nothing gets lost due to transmission. You can even do limited burnouts or power slides on smooth or loose surfaces. Compare both the acceleration and the top speed of the Morgan to that of the Top Gear rally car. I think you'll be hard-pressed to get anything close using stock LEGO parts. The steering, unfortunately, doesn't quite attain the same level of performance. It does have much finer granularity than the PF servo motor, but also somewhat weak torque and short travel. The weak torque combined with the slop of moving Technic parts means that the steering has a hard time returning to center, and the car has a hard time driving perfectly straight. The short travel does limit handling at low speeds, but does not matter at high speeds as the car will roll before the wheels reach full lock. Overall, I think the Morgan provides an entertaining and even challenging driving experience due to the tendency to roll at speed. The independent suspension probably exacerbates that instability, but I also enjoy seeing the springs compress in long, sweeping turns. A back-of-the-envelope calculation suggests the car has a scale top speed in the hundreds of miles per hour, which I also find pretty hilarious. I do plan to build a similarly powered but hopefully more stable LEGO RC car in the future. But on that note, this is the end of the video, so have a nice day.